In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing with ratios, meeting the requirements for TEKS 64B, 64C, and 64E. A ratio is a multiplicative comparison of two quantities describing the same attributes. Now we're going to take a minute to talk about three very important phrases in this sentence. Multiplicative comparison, two quantities and same attributes. Here's what they mean. If I'm doing a comparison of two quantities, say in our classroom, I'm going to compare boys to girls. Boys and girls would be two quantities that I'm comparing. Boys and girls. If I'm going to compare the same attributes, that means I need to be comparing the same thing about the boys and the girls. Like maybe I'm comparing the number of boys to the number of girls. Or maybe I'm comparing the size of the boys to the size of the girls. I just know that I need to make sure when I write a ratio, I'm comparing the same attribute. So I can't compare the number of boys to the size of the girls. Those aren't the same attributes. It has to be number to number or size to size. Finally, it's a multiplicative comparison. That means if I have, say, 10 boys and I have 20 girls, I'm comparing two quantities, boys and girls. The same attribute, the number of boys to the number of girls. 10 boys to 20 girls. And I can also see in this particular ratio that I have twice as many girls as boys. I have twice as many girls. When I have 10 boys, I have 20 girls. The relationship or comparison between the boys and the girls suggests twice as many girls as boys. There are four ways to write a ratio. In other words, I can express a ratio in four different ways. The same ratio, but four different forms. They all mean the same thing, but they're all written differently. So, the first way would be using a verbal description. A verbal description is simply using words to describe your comparison. For example, I might have, for every 3 oranges, there are 5 bananas. For every 3 oranges, there are 5 bananas. This is a ratio where I am comparing oranges to bananas, the number of oranges to the number of bananas. The second way that I can write this same ratio is using the colon. The colon is written like this, vertically, one dot above the other. In fact, you may recognize it from ELAR, where you could use the colon as punctuation when writing, or you may see it when reading. When you read the colon, in this case, you use the word to, T-O. So it would be 3 oranges to 5 bananas, 3 to 5. The colon is the second way to write a ratio. The third way we can write a ratio would be by using the fraction. We're going to use the fraction to express our ratio. So the third way is with the fraction. The first item in our comparison is the numerator. So 3 oranges to 5 bananas. The second item is our denominator. This is read 3 to 5. The fraction is the third way to write our ratio, 3 oranges to 5 bananas. Finally, the fourth way to write our ratio is using the word to. It's very similar to when we use the colon, only now we actually use the word to, T-O, so that we could have 3 oranges to 5 bananas, written just like this. So the 4 ways were the verbal description, using words to describe our ratio, the colon, using the 2 dots written vertically, the fraction, one item as the numerator, the second item as the denominator, and then finally using the word to, in this case, 3 to 5. Don't forget to simplify. Why is this important? Well, there are 4 ways to write a ratio: a verbal description, the colon, the fraction, and using the word to, T-O. But the most common way to write a ratio, the most common way you'll see a ratio is written as a fraction. And we know when we work with fractions, we must simplify whenever we're able to do so. So please don't forget to simplify. For example, if I saw that I had 9 oranges to 15 bananas, I need to remember if I can simplify, I should simplify. And so that the ratio of 9 oranges to 15 bananas can be simplified by the greatest common factor shared by 9 and 15, which is 3. So I can write a simplified equivalent ratio of 3 to 5. So that if for every 9 oranges there are 15 bananas, in simplified form it would mean that for every 3 oranges there are 5 bananas. Don't forget to simplify. There are 3 types of ratios. I can compare part to part, part to whole, or whole to part. These are the 3 types of ratios, and here's what I mean by them. If I had a bowl of fruit, and in that bowl of fruit I had oranges and I had bananas. In this particular bowl, I have 3 oranges to 5 bananas. I have these 3 oranges right here. This is part of what's in the bowl, 3 oranges. I also have these 5 bananas. These 5 bananas are also in the bowl. They are a part of what's in the bowl. 3 oranges to 5 bananas. That's part to part. Now, of course, in the whole bowl, the entire bowl has how many pieces of fruit? Well, the 3 oranges and the 5 bananas. So the whole would be 8 pieces of fruit. So I could compare one part of what's in the bowl, say the oranges, 3 oranges, to all of what's in the bowl, the whole bowl, or all 8 pieces of fruit. 3 oranges to 8 fruits. Finally, I can also compare what's in the entire bowl to one part of what's in the bowl. So all 8 pieces of fruit could be compared in a ratio to one part of what's in the bowl. In this case, say the 5 bananas. 5 bananas. So again, I have 3 different types of ratios. One part to another part, oranges to bananas. One part to the entire thing. So oranges to all of the fruit. and then all of the fruit to one part of what's in the bowl, so 8 fruits to 5 bananas. Now, notice how there's no whole to whole comparison. I can't compare all of the bowl to itself. I can only compare one part to another, one part to the whole thing, or the whole thing to one part. Let's go ahead and wrap up this lesson. We know that a ratio is a multiplicative comparison of two quantities describing the same attribute. We know there are 4 ways to write a ratio: a verbal description using words, a colon, the 2 dots you might see in ELAR, or maybe as you read the time on a digital watch. The fraction. Don't forget to simplify. The fraction is the most common way you'll see or write a ratio, and it must always be simplified when it can be. And finally, using the word to. Then, of course, there are 3 types of ratios. I can compare one part of something to another part, one part of something to the whole thing, or the whole thing to one part.